Hello and welcome to my Ignite presentation. I'm going to talk today about introducing STEM early to children as a strategy to further the STEM agenda. My name is Kristina Robb and I work, as you can probably gather from the accent, in Scotland. As an Equity and Excellence Lead, my role entails leading support for the most disadvantaged children to help close the attainment gap. I achieve this by working directly with the children and families and supporting the upskilling of practitioners. In 2017, the Scottish Government laid out its intention to develop a nation of problem solvers, creative thinkers, and collaborators. An initial audit was conducted across education and the STEM workforce. Findings from the study included inequalities in gender, age, ethnicity, and disability, lack of training for school staff, and mismatches in higher education and the workforce. Influenced by the focus on STEM and my work in early years, I began to wonder if we could address some of the issues in nursery settings with our youngest children. Dr. Maria Montessori, in her book The Absorbent Mind, said, if we compare our ability as adults to that of the child, it would require us 60 years of hard work to achieve what a child has achieved in her first 3 years of life. With that thought in mind that our youngest learners are primed for knowledge, we embarked on a self-assessment supported by the guidance from Education Scotland. We examined the spaces, the experiences and the interactions that we had with children around STEM in the setting. This included child-led and adult-initiated, as well as adult-led experiences. The outcome of our audit demonstrated that the staff team were not secure in their own knowledge and understanding of STEM. We also found that not all children participated meaningfully in STEM-based learning, and that a small percentage of our experiences for children were STEM-based. So why do we need to change? We examined the drivers for Scottish policy through engaging children of all genders, backgrounds and ethnicities, to the need to develop greater understanding and knowledge of STEM and the pedagogical strategies that would help us as practitioners to support the experiences for children. With the help of the Children and Young People's Improvement Collaborative, we began a journey using the model for improvement of plan, do, study and act for small tests of change. Our first step was to upskill staff through numeracy and mathematics training and online STEM training. The impact of staff training was seen in their confidence in their skills and knowledge. They were able to put some of the ideas that they gained into practice immediately. With the staff growing in confidence, they developed our spaces. The opportunities for inquiry, developing and testing ideas, and using creativity to solve problems increased. Children engaged in finding out more about what they could do in the space and what the materials provided could do, such as the crates here. The experiences have built on the children's sense of wonder about the world and have developed their curiosity, collaboration and joy in learning. We can see future computer programmers, scientists and engineers at work in our setting. We asked the children what they would like to be when they grow up. The selection of answers illustrates the children focused on jobs they generally have an experience of or had heard about in stories. Our aim is that we now give them more stories to help them to understand the possibilities for the future. Our approach to support them engage in new stories of their futures begins by meeting and speaking to those in the wider community who are involved in STEM, including older peers and parents. Our journey continues as we develop our spaces, experiences and interactions to focus on STEM learning, cultivating curiosity and creativity, and on the possibilities of our children's futures. So what can you do to develop our global STEM future? Perhaps you could be a mentor, volunteer in early years settings, find opportunities to share what you do with schools and local community groups, or engage with young children about the wonders of the world. You can find out more about STEM in Scotland and our early learning and childcare provision through the following links. Thank you very much for listening.